The Durian Heat, bringing big ideas and critical opinions in Southeast Asia.
Hello and welcome back to Durian ASEAN. You're with Gauri today, and we're moving on to our Durian Heat. And we will be discussing a very, very interesting topic today. This, of course, about beards, which became a kind of huge thing last year, especially with the November movement that happens every year in November. And we'll be speaking to Prakash Daniel, who is a photographer and also a comedian. And he has agreed to join us in the studio today to enlighten us about the whole beard culture and trend. So let's say hello to him first. Hello, Prakash.
Hey, hi, good morning.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
No worries, no worries.
So let's talk about maybe a little introduction to yourself first. What do you do?
Okay, cool. So hi, my name is Prakash Daniel. I am actually a photographer, and I do comedy as well on the side. And I shoot a lot of concerts. I do a lot of portraits, but at the same time, I recently started this project called Beards of Malaysia.
Right. So that's what we're also gonna talk about.
That's right. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Beards of Malaysia.
So the project started I think a few months ago, where I always wanted to take pictures of my friends who have beards, and I think one day I woke up, I'm like you know what, let's just book this name, and I just went all out. So I got the Instagram page, YouTube page, everything. I didn't even start. I just got the name first.
Okay.
And then I slowly started taking photos of people that I knew, and then now I've got almost 62 portraits done so far on the page. So yeah, this is the idea, basically just talking about guys with beards, and so this just started as a fun thing, but now it's going pretty well, yeah. So yeah.
So how has the response been? Have you been getting a lot of entries from people?
Yeah, the entries have been really good. I always get a lot of guys sending in photos to my email and asking to be featured and stuff like that. But yeah, sometimes because I personally shoot all the photos on the page, so which is has a bit of sense of uniformity there, not just selfie photos.
Is there a certain criteria though that you look for when it comes to these pictures, or?
No, not really. The whole idea of the project is actually to feature people with any age, any race, any one who has a beard.
Okay.
And basically, it's because the whole idea of the project is not just talking beards about just in general about young guys, but anyone, even older ones, and also talking about the cultural aspect of having a beard, and also a bit of the spiritual aspect of having a beard. So that's the whole idea behind the project as well. So yeah.
And were you one of the first entries? Is your picture there as well?
The first photo is my photo. So even the profile photo, I cut off my face and use my beard as the photo. So yeah, but it's been a very interesting project because you really get to meet a lot of interesting people. So it's been really fun. Yeah.
Is there one particular photo or an entry that really stood out, or is your favorite?
Yeah, actually, there's one photo I took of this guy. He's actually an Iranian guy. I think he's a student here, but he works as a barista in PJ in Piccadilly. Near Piccadilly.
Yeah.
There's a place called Molly Cafe, Molly something Jolly Molly. I can't remember the name of the place. He's a barista there. Yeah, something along this there. And he had I saw him because when I started posting photos, he started liking my photos. Then I'm like, okay, dude, I need to take a photo of you, man. So I went up to this place. He had a really nice groomed beard. He has got very nice features as well.
Okay.
So it worked super cool. So the photos, and that was until now, that is the highest like photo on the page. So far, my likes are not getting there, but it's slowly coming up lah. So yeah.
Okay. And when you go out now, do you find yourself scouting for people?
Yeah, it's a bit like even on Sunday I went for a family my cousin's wedding, and there's a few guys there with some really good beards, some older guys, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't bring my camera with me.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm constantly going. So even when I see some people at the mama and I say pass a beard, some Malaysia, and this is my name card, and the guys are like, oh, okay. Yeah. So I have to explain to them slowly because I look like a beard hunter now lah. So
do they say what's this new thing that's happening, Beards of Malaysia?
Yeah, actually, I think I wouldn't say it's really new, but I mean the project is really new.
Yeah.
But I think so beards have been always around. Right. But I think so the past few years, the whole Movember movement got really really strong. But and people have caught on from there, which is really good. Yeah, so I think it really works hand in hand with the project, so that that's the vision I'm looking at as well. So yeah.
Okay, so we are going to take a short break. When we come back, we will talk more about what it really means to grow a beard and the cultural and spiritual aspect that you mentioned.
Yeah, sure, cool.
The Durian Heat, bringing big ideas and critical opinions in Southeast Asia.
Mitch and I have been having this debate for a while now. Which is better, the beard
or the clean-cut no beard?
Because verbal communication is 60% affected by the way that your face looks, then your mug's a pretty important thing.
So today, in the name of science, we're going to have a debate. To beard or not to beard?
To start, college students actually rated in a study that bearded men as opposed to non-bearded men were more dominant, more masculine, and more aggressive. And it actually found that the longer the beard was, the more masculine they seemed. So, seeing as I scream masculinity, just thought this beard worked.
Masculinity or being dominant isn't always a good thing, especially in job interviews, because it's not always about being the leader, but being a team player. Also, some studies have found that bearded faces are rated as less attractive and lower on the social maturity scale.
Okay, well that's weird, because when you don't have a beard, you look like a baby, and babies seem lower on the social maturity scale, but I'd like to see that study.
Yeah, social maturity.
Well, to go back to your first point, according to my hairy calculations, I actually have a study here that found that managers found people with beards as more competent, more composed, and overall had better personalities. And I think we
that's true. Okay, let me see that study. Okay, well, first of all, this study is from 1990, so we're talking like almost 25 years ago.
We were 2 years old. Do your math.
Yeah, okay. And also, it was based on people who were extremely groomed. And I mean, I know you prepared for this video to look at for the camera, but not everyone is so prepared. And actually, another study actually found that HR professionals prefer clean-shaven men who look well-groomed in the first place. So, take that, sucker.
Yeah, that's kind of true, because my beard always looks really
Yeah, this is not normal case beard Greg. This is, we're about to shoot a video, it's time to quit.
Beards rule! Rock out! Okay. Well, if the class wants to see this study here, it was actually done by Gillette, the major corporation that makes shaving products. So I think it might be a little bit biased to think that they want people to shave because it makes them money. Also, it said specifically by that Gillette study that stubble and patchy beards are seen as more negative. And if you just keep them well groomed like my little bubby pee here, you'll be fine. Anyways, us bearded men have actually been rated in studies as more unconventional, more intellectual, and when they talk about the jobs that people with beards are likely to have, they think of artists, professors, intellectuals, whereas these clean-shaven folk, they think of crooks like lawyers, politicians, those like people down there on Wall Street making all their money and stealing from all the normal people. So yeah, if you want to be a crook, go right ahead.
When you think of crooks in jail, don't you just think of people who are so clean-shaven and so put together? I don't know. Secondly, I don't think it means if you have a clean-shaven face, you can't be an artist. You can obviously be just as talented.
I'm just talking about the way science and studies have perceived people with beards. So
but perception is not reality.
No, of course not!
Okay, but even if that is the case, they found that bearded men are 38% less generous, 36% less caring, and 51% less cheerful than us clean-shaven bros. So, I don't know, maybe we're just a little more philanthropic, probably because then we're making more money because we have the higher-paying jobs.
Well, when it comes to the important biological feature of fatherhood, us bearded men might be coming out on top. Men and women are said to perceive men with beards as having a higher parenting ability and seemingly more healthy. So, the Dad of the Year award may just go to me.
If you had kids. Well, it kind of seems like everyone and their dog has a beard now, which actually might not be in your best interest. So a recent Australian study found that we may be reaching peak beard frequency. According to their theory, if you think about evolution and natural selection, the more rare a trait is, the more attractive it becomes. And so in the 90s, not a lot of people had beards, and so having a beard made you more attractive. But now we've reached a point at which beards have saturated our society and are becoming less attractive, and us clean-shaven guys are the new hip thing. And so if Darwin was around today, he would actually be calling us the attractive ones.
Darwin also said that beards actually evolved in our ancestors because of female choice. He said this because he thought that beards made men seem more masculine, more attractive, and caused adornment. This probably applies to men's choices as well, and you know what? I'm all up for turning on Darwin, so bring it on, buddy.
Wait a second, didn't Darwin actually have a giant beard?
A beautiful beard.
Yeah, so wouldn't this be a little biased that he's saying that beards are definitely the more attractive trait and chosen through sexual and natural selection?
Okay. Well, if you think about male lions with their manes, their beards, it's actually used to signify gender, but it also can cause protection while fighting. As humans, we use fists to fight. So actually, your beard could be a little bit like a lion's mane in that it protects your chin and your neck, very important parts of your body, from potential attackers. So much so that when you're actually a professional boxer, you can't have a beard because it's actually giving you an advantage. So technically, I have this beautiful force field, but don't worry, clean-shaven buddy, I'll protect you from anyone out there, okay?
If you believe that, I think you're lying to yourself.
No!
Even if in boxing, for example, you can't have a beard, there's a lot of other mixed martial arts sports or UFC where people can have beards and they can get hurt still with those beards. So I'm not so sure that your point has so much merit there. And besides, if you're just a nice, caring guy in the first place who isn't as aggressive, you're probably not going to have to worry about getting in a fight and getting punched in the face. So I think I would take that side any day over having a centimeter barrier for a punching glove.
Well, my last point comes down to a bearded man's health. I care a lot about my health, hence my fit body, got a little bit of work to do over there. And in fact, this beard can stop 90 to 95% of UV rays coming down from the sky, decreasing my chance of getting skin cancer. So while I'm walking about my day and you're getting zapped all over the face, I'm just being fine.
Well, first of all, sunscreen exists for a reason. And secondly, you're missing the point that the sunlight hits your skin and helps convert the cholesterol in your body to vitamin D, which is an extremely important vitamin for your overall health.
So that was a great final point to end our passionate, knowledge-filled scientific debate about beards versus no beards. I think we know who won. It's the beard.
But definitely clean-shaven won that debate.
Beard.
Okay, clean-shaven won.
Is that it?
Okay, either way, this debate will go on for decades. So in the meantime, subscribe to ASAP Thought, and we will see you next week with a new episode.
Peace.
Wait, we have an update.
My beard is gone. Oh no. It's for a good cause, though. What is the cause?
So we're joining a Movember team, which, if you don't know what that is, for the month of November, men all around the world shave their face and then grow only a mustache for the next 30 days.
It's an attempt to raise awareness and funds for things like prostate cancer and other men's health issues.
If you want to donate to our cause and watch us grow these beautiful mustaches back over the next 30 days, we'll put a link in the description where you can help us out.
And if you're in Canada, you can actually join our team. It's called ASAP Mo, so check it out. But we mean it this time, and that is that we will see you next week. And so, peace. Quiet in the debate house. Please, sit down. Down.
You're a lion to yourself.
Okay.
The Durian Heat, bringing big ideas and critical opinions in Southeast Asia.
Hello and welcome back to Durian ASEAN. You're still with Gauri and I'm here with Prakash Daniel today, who is here to discuss about beards. And for this second part, we are going to talk more about what it really means to grow a beard. What actually makes a man look into the mirror and say, okay, I want to grow a beard.
Yeah, I guess end of the day is like, I have a few friends who grow beards, and most of us do it because we really can do it. It just grows.
Okay.
And like as for me personally, because I always had a goatee, I always had a facial hair, and before I started growing out the beard, it was always like very groomed. But I think one of these days I'm freelancing. No, actually I'm freelancing now, so really busy. I just let it grow and then and somehow it looks nice, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep it. But the whole
Did you decide that, or did someone tell you?
Nah. I decided to keep it and see what happens. My parents are constantly asking me to cut it off lah. So yeah, but I told them about the project and all that. They're like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but the cool thing about having a beard is it's I don't know. You have this sense of you feel really good about yourself, like,
Okay.
I think so. You feel proud and you feel like a man, like,
Okay, so it's more like the manly.
Yeah, manly man thing. And that's why I just went for it, like, Yeah.
And what about culturally? Especially for Indians, I think it has been something that's ongoing for maybe hundreds and thousands of years.
Yeah.
When you have a mustache or a beard, that's when you're really a man.
Yeah. I would say end of the day, culturally it's very because we are Asians, we believe in a lot of different things. I was talking to some people who are like who have like older guys who had beards, and they say like especially like for Indian culture, it's something that very sacred as well, and it's also very spiritual. And also doing some research about the Chinese culture back in the days when in China, when apparently when Mongolia was like in war with China and all that, and they had a lot of mixed marriages. And if you notice, like a lot of the emperors and all that actually had beards.
Yeah.
So it's sign of like prosperity and like power as well. So it's very interesting culturally if you look at it. Spiritually, I would say a lot of according to Islam in the Sunnah, it says it's part of the Sunnah for men to actually have beard and stuff like that. So it's very, very interesting, when you look at it in a more intimate way if you look at beard. So so that's why I just started doing the project as well.
Okay, but when it comes to that, it's also, I think, has to do with your confidence, how you project yourself to people.
That's true. Actually, having a beard now, people are very, like, when they are talking to me, they get really serious.
Okay.
I think so because I don't know, that I portray this really.
You look really scary.
Yeah, so it's been really nice because even when I meet clients for business meetings and stuff like that, they are like, they don't have the sense of like, oh, this guy doesn't look like a hobo, he's.
Okay.
And it's also boils down to how you groom it and keep it clean and stuff like that. Because if you don't maintain it well and if it's all over the place, then people might think you're homeless, like,
Okay.
So yeah.
So people are actually becoming more accepting towards the whole beard culture. Do you think so?
Yeah, I mean, like, the younger generation now has been like, it's like a fad, right? It's like a trend. Everyone wants to, try a growing beard, and there's so many products in the market now that actually promoting like beard growth. I would say that, sometimes don't just blindly buy these products because it's a genetic thing, right? If you can grow a beard, you can grow a beard. If you can't grow a beard, don't put all these chemicals on your face, and then it actually makes your skin bad, actually.
Okay.
So I would say that end of the day, it's like, if you want to do it properly, and then don't try to. I've met so many guys who buy like random products, and they've been trying really hard, but nothing grows. It's like very patchy or what. So maybe you can groom your beard based on what you can get, So that helps.
But I mean, you mentioned that it's genetic as well, so it's a bit sad for some guys who probably want to grow a beard, but probably they'll get to your stage like after 1 or 2 years. In a few months.
In my project, there's 1 or 2 Chinese guys I've taken photos, and like they have like a proper set of beard, like really thick facial hair. I'm like, so every time I see a Chinese guy with beard, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take your photo, man. Yeah, that happens lah. But it's been good lah. It's been fun. It's been really fun. Yeah.
And speaking of going back a bit to culture, I mean, of course, I think it also sort of symbolizes courage, bravery, and even maybe some heroic element as well.
Heroic, huh? Okay. Well, I haven't saved anyone yet, but no lah. I think end of the day, if you look at culturally, it's very essential. Like back in the days, all the warriors had beards and stuff like that. But maybe now you can actually. You can be a warrior or a champion for a cause. So the whole idea of this project is actually end of the day is going to be, I'm actually working on with a few other guys, like 2 other of my friends. We're going to start a YouTube channel, and we're going to talk about men's health, talk about men's grooming, so all these things are like for like the daily man, not like this model looking guys, because a lot of things are like right now we are so caught up in a world where social media is just prevalent and is on everyone's face, and like I want to change the idea of like talking about the normal daily people, because like like guys, a lot of my friends who are like a bit chubby like me as well, they don't know how to dress up well, so I want to do a channel where I'm talking about this kind of grooming for men and men's health, because a lot of the men's health videos are like some guy in the gym working out, showing us six packs. So yeah, I want to move away from that and talk about the more general stuff, so which will be quite interesting lah. Yeah.
But what was the origin of this whole beard trend? Because it was just a fad that suddenly became a thing. So what exactly prompted it?
I would say, if you look at it, I think so in America it started because of the whole, like a lot of hipsters started growing beards, and then I mean, like if you look at the hipster movement, it all started like major places around the world. Like Australia was like in Melbourne, America was New York. They actually have like what's this called, Williamsburg. It's like a place where it's like total like cafes, and so the idea actually started because hipsters wanted to
be different.
Yeah, just wanted to be different. Now they just wanted to go back to the basics. Like they don't want to buy from like big corporations or whatever. No, they just wanted to buy like from their friends, coffee business and all the exchanging stuff, exchanging clothes, exchanging books. But obviously, consumerism and like it just comes in and everyone just tries to make money out of it. So now it's a hyped up thing. So yeah, I guess that's how it started. But if you look at those old uncles who always had a beard, they don't know about the movement.
They'll probably be like, hey, I did this like 20, 30 years ago.
I've always had a beard, so I don't know why these kids are spending so much money in and buying all these expensive clothes and like
and like posting pictures on social media.
So
nothing unusual.
And that's the thing, because the project as well. If you look at the Instagram page, every photo that I take is not only just young guys, but anyone from any age, and has like a small story of why they have a beard. Or because I've actually shot a few foreign workers here as well, and I just talked to them like, where are they from. Like I met some guys from India who came down to Malaysia to make a living here, but they can't find a job. I met a Rohingya refugee as well. So stuff like that, and it's really interesting when you talk to people, so you get to know a bit about them as well, rather than just concentrating on the beards. So that is a very different approach to the project, and that's why I wanted to do it as well,
I mean, that's a great thing that you weren't actually. I mean, it all started out, of course, as a beard project, but you got to meet so many different people. And even probably highlight some of the socio-economic issues behind these refugees, migrant workers.
It's very true, because if you go on the weekends, if you go to like KL, if you go down to like Central Market area, I mean, you meet a lot of like Nepalese, Burmese, Bangladeshis, Pakistanis, Indians. I mean, some of them have some really cool beards lah. But it's really nice when you just sit down and talk to them. So usually when I approach them, I just say hi to them and then just ask them how long they are here, blah blah blah, and then I ask them like, can I take a photo of you or not? It's a bit like the Humans of New York project, but has a very Malaysian touch to it as well. So I always feel like end of the day, Instagram is such a really good medium where you need to do a bit of a small write up so that people it carries weight lah. So
So when you talk to these people, are they usually okay with you taking a photo of them?
Yeah, they're totally fine. I met some who said no, so usually when they say no, I'm like, okay, thank you, no worries, no problem at all. So
Okay, so let's move on to the process of growing a beard. If you can walk us through it.
Well, for me, the beard grows really fast lah. Like my facial hair grows really, like I think this is like 2.5 months, I would say. And I mean, obviously when you're growing it out, it's very itchy. I mean, like it's very troublesome. But once it reaches like this length, I mean, like and I think so it's just like hair. You just take care of it. So end of the day, as you're growing your beard out, I would say just make sure you wash your face properly, because most guys, they don't take care of it. Like I have like a beard wash, beard cream and conditioner for it. Yeah, it's actually really really soft. Yeah, so you really have to put in a bit of effort lah to, even if you don't have all this special oil or cream or whatever, just wash your beard like how you wash your hair, so it should be fine.
Because it comes with the hygiene.
It's sometimes if you don't take care of it, it gets really dry and it's all over the place. So so that's the whole process of it, like end of the day, because just let it Just wash your beard like how you wash your hair. I think so it's fine. So yeah, that it's the easiest way to do it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the whole process of it actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But what about besides the itch and all, what are the other issues that you had to deal with? Well,
Well, I get stopped by the police a lot while I'm driving. But
did
then
they check your trunk and see if you have someone hiding in
no,
there?
really. They just look at me. They like usually they ask, "Oh, where you coming from? Or where you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I just finished the work. I just finished the shoot, or I just finished a show." And they're like, "Oh, okay,
see.
that's about it." And then they just let me go lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So far, no lah. They have never stopped me and like
Right,
look at my
okay.
trunk. or
So
what.
I read a survey that said that 92% of women
Okay.
prefer men without beard.
Yeah, that's in Malaysia only, right?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
really weird, right? I don't know. I think it's just that Asian culture, like Asian girls are not used to looking at men with beards.
Okay.
But because if you notice, it's a very subjective thing, lah.
Right.
Because it's like how trends work. Like if you look at like the people like the Asian culture, they love all this K-pop, J-pop, and all this stuff, which are all like clean-shaven guys.
Okay.
Even like the in Hindi movie actors are all like
That's right.
clean shaven, and then suddenly like they had the whole shows where they had a lot of guys with the same guys but with beards and all that, and then girls started liking guys with beards. But I think so generally Malaysia it's a different concept, I guess. Women look at men with beards differently, I would say. But you still have
But
a
it
small.
also became a thing in Hollywood, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
During the Oscars, when Ben
yeah.
Affleck, George
Last year's
Clooney,
one, yeah.
everybody pretty much showed up with a full-fledged
That's the
beard.
thing, and women are okay with that, right? So it's really funny because like how last time they had like the whole like you need to have like the six packs thing, and now like the dad bod is in.
Dad bod, yeah.
and it's like, oh man, sometimes women.
I think it's also like a reaction because women also go through the same thing. There's like all these women with skinny bodies, so they go for like something different.
That's I for me, end of the day, I just feel that no matter. This is how I view society. Like end of the day, doesn't matter you're big, small, straight or whatever not. I guess end of the day, everyone is human, and we are people inside, and that's the most important value, I guess. Because we tend to kind of overlook that, and this is what I've noticed when I did this project. Because a lot of the foreign workers that I photograph, it's really heartbreaking to see how people view them, and it's really sad. So, I guess it speaks back to how we view people in our lives, So, I guess end of the day, it doesn't matter if you have a beard or don't have a beard or whatever not. We are still humans, deep inside. All of us have feelings and emotions, and so that's the most important thing, I guess. So
Okay.
yeah.
So
I got really deep. there
very
suddenly.
deep. Yeah. So deep, I can't even see you right now.
Yeah.
So going back to the process of growing the beard, I think you talked about growing it out and maintaining it.
Yeah.
How about guys? How do they know which type of beard is right for them?
Yeah, I guess for me, like, I'm just letting it, like, if you notice, it's just been growing, like, non-stop. Like, I have met some friends who are, like, look really good with, like, really just neatly. I think so, at the end of the day, it's depends on your shape of your face as well.
Right.
I think so, if you have a longer face, I think so, you cannot let it grow too long, then it really elongates your face.
Right.
Just simple tips like that, I guess, if you're, like, I'm a bit chubby, so it's fine for me, let it grow. Yeah, and then at least can cover my double chin as well.
Okay.
So,
okay. So you have to know the trick as well.
yeah, I think so. And there's a lot of guides now online, and you just can you can just go and Google it. And but end of the day, I think so. The best people to know is actually the barber lah, the ane.
Oh, okay.
Actually, like I don't go cut my hair like any of this expensive
Salons
places.
and
Even like they have a lot of barber shops now.
Yeah.
Which I would recommend a few lah. There's actually one in Penang
Okay.
that I really love. They're called Son and Dad, which is on same row with the, where the bicycle mural is. Just further down, there's a toy museum.
So
This next to
somewhere
the
in Georgetown.
somewhere in Georgetown itself. And then my friends just opened a new barbershop actually in Subang. It's called Amplitude Barbershop. It's actually a barbershop, music place and a music academy. So they are pretty nice. Other than that, if you just want to get a trim and stuff like that, you just go to the Anela.
And he would know best what to do with
Actually,
your
they're
face.
really good. They'll tell you what suits your face or what doesn't suit your face. So yeah, so I usually just go to the guy and it's cheap. So yeah.
And let's talk about the different beard style. I mean, I know there's plenty out there, but what are some of the famous ones or popular ones that people like to?
Well, a lot of people go for the whole like mine. Apparently, mine is known as like the Garibaldi. So it's like bushy.
Okay.
Some like they like the mustache rolled up.
Right. And then the beard just sort of flowing in the bottom.
Yeah, some also do like the whole Wolverine style. Just
I see.
all the way like it's like a chin strap, right? So it just goes around your face, and then the top part it's empty. I would say Malaysian guys have not gone to the level of creating different styles of beards for them. It's either you grow out your beard really thick and long, or it's like a well maintained beard. Because if you look at like the beard championships that happens in New York, and also
there is a beard championship.
Yeah, it happens every year. Yeah, you should Google it. It's very
Thanks
fun.
for bringing that up.
Yeah, and so and it's crazy. Some of these guys they take like, I don't know,
But if it happens annually, then you only have like 1 year to work on your beard.
Yeah, but these guys are like, some of these guys are like older guys, and they're like, they go all out, man. Seriously, you should just check these photos. It's massive. So hopefully I can do something like end of this year or next year. Work together with
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so that's the whole idea.
Malaysia,
Work together with some brands and see how we can do like a beard competition or whatever. It'll be really interesting because it's like the first in Malaysia. So
is there any in Southeast Asia, or is it only in New York?
So far it's only in overseas. We haven't seen any. I haven't seen any in Asia yet.
Okay. So if you do it, you'll be probably the pioneer.
Yeah, it'll be really
Asia.
fun. So I'm trying to work with people who want to work with me and see what happens lah.
Okay.
I spoke to these guys I met someone from True Fit and Hill. It's a really upscale men's grooming spa, I would say. It's a like proper grooming place, and it's like one time you go and shave and have a haircut, it's like $120. Yeah, but those guys there are like, they are like half of them are like Middle Easterners, and they're like from families who are like generation of barbers and stuff like that. And it's
so
really
you got like a royal exclusive treatment.
Yeah, it is. You go in there. Few years back, I actually donated some money, and then did it for Cancer Society. So I actually shaved out my beard at the time.
Okay.
I paid like $90 for it, and they put like this special hot towel in your face, and then it was so well. They do it really well lah. Yeah, but it's really expensive lah.
Okay, so we are gonna take another short break.
Cool.
When we come back, we will discuss more about beards.
The Durian Heat, bringing big ideas and critical opinions in Southeast Asia.
Hello and welcome back to Durian ASEAN. This is Gauri and I'm with Prakash Daniel today in the studio discussing about beard. And earlier we were talking about the whole process, the maintaining, different types of beards, and also let's focus a bit on football for this segment. So you are a big football fan.
Yes, I am.
And you want to tell us?
I'm a United fan, so yeah.
Right, you're a United fan. So anyway, so speaking of football players, I think they are also they are usually like the style icons anyway when it comes to hairstyle.
That's true.
Whatever that you see during the World Cup or whichever star player who has a certain hairstyle or beard, you see a lot of guys trying to emulate that as well.
Yeah, I would say the guys that do, I mean, like who comes out with new like facial hair trends are actually the guys from Europe. I mean, like European League, not the English League.
Not the English.
Yeah, the English League players are usually very
mommy's boy.
Yeah, clean cut, typical British boys, and obviously, like if you look at the Spanish league, the Italian league, and those guys are like, well, I mean, like Italians, they are like, they've got really good set of hair, and they let it grow. I think so. Like the only British football player that I knew that actually had a really nice beard was Beckham.
Beckham.
Yeah, and I mean, and obviously he's a major style icon.
He was a trendsetter.
Yeah, for a lot of things, from his haircuts to his clothes, his tattoos, and like everything. I guess.
I think even his underwear.
Yeah, there's even a picture of him trying to show off his new watch, but girls went crazy because they were showing his behind.
I see.
So yeah, so stuff like that. But I would say European, like the Spanish, the Italians, even some of the German guys are like they have some really nice like beards.
And I think if you notice a lot of players from like maybe say 10 years ago and now, back then they probably are still very young, just fresh out of the academy or something, and now they all have a beard and it makes them look matured and probably more attractive as well.
I guess it's also a selling point as well, because like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about consumerism as well, and how you market someone. And if you notice all this football campaigns by Nike or whatever brands that out there, they always find the guys who are like always trendsetters and then use them.
Right.
Like even last time they used Ronaldinho, right?
Yeah,
the guy. I mean, he had a small goatee, really curly long hair. But he's not very appealing to the eyes, but he was really good at skills, and they make use of it. So I think so they always find the right people to showcase, and I think so it works, and it really sells, and and everyone wants to watch football. Everyone loves football anyway.
Exactly.
So yeah.
I mean, if you look at Sergio Ramos, I think back then
he was babyface, right? Yeah.
But now he's actually transformed so much.
That's true, yeah.
So I think that's probably another reason why people have a beard, because they don't want to deal with that baby face. They want to look more...
actually, to be honest, you haven't seen me without a beard before, right?
I don't think so.
I look really different, man. So yeah.
Okay. I want to. I actually did a little bit of survey with my guy friends to ask if they have any questions that they would like to ask. So I have a few here, which I would like to address to you.
Sure.
So the first one, which seems to be the most popular question, is how to make my beard grow thicker.
Okay. If your friend is Chinese, I'm a bit sorry, but end of the day, I think so. Like any hair, just make sure you wash it properly, and because guys don't tend to wash their hair properly.
Right.
They just use the shampoo and then use it for their body as well.
Right.
Most guys do that.
Actually, if I may just bring that up, why do you guys do that?
I don't do that. I don't do
because
it.
I think shampoo is very important. You cannot just pick anything that says shampoo.
Yeah,
because everyone has different hair types.
It's so true, because back in uni, I remember one of my friends, and like he doesn't buy shower gel. He has like shampoo and conditioner, and he uses shampoo for his body. I was like, dude, it's called shampoo for a reason. It's for the hair. It's not for the body, right? So yeah, I think so. That's the thing. I mean, that's the whole idea, because if I can do this on the YouTube channel, it'd be really good to educate guys on this, because choosing the right shampoo is very important. So end of the day, one of the best ways to grow a beard is actually make sure it's well, fertilized lah. Okay. Make sure you just wash it properly, and I mean, even if you don't have a particular beard product, whatever shampoo you're using for your hair, use it here and condition it once a week or something.
So that will help with the growth.
Yeah, as long as you because I mean, like the hair needs to grow because your pores need to be open and stuff like that. So if you do that, if you clean your face, then maybe you open up the pores and more hair will grow, because that's why a lot of guys have ingrown, like a lot of people in general have ingrown hair, even women, because sometimes if you don't do it properly, if you don't wash your face properly, and which will end up they turn out to blackheads or pimples or whatever, which is going to be even worse.
Right.
So just spend a bit extra 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes to just
Right. So second question, how to tame a bushy beard?
How to
tame?
Well, I comb my beard.
Okay.
It's come to a level where I can comb my beard now. I can show you later. I can't find my kaya. It's somewhere there lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So as long as it's once again it's exactly the same like how you maintain your hair, and and make sure you just trim it. Like I haven't trimmed mine. It's thankfully my beard grows. I have straight hair, so it grows really nice downwards.
The triangle.
Yeah, but sometimes if I don't comb it, this part it gets really wavy on the right hand side.
Okay.
So end of the day, I think so. Just
so the trick is to keep brushing and.
Don't brush it all the time lah.
Okay.
Because actually, if you keep on I have friends who some guys they always how you tend to just do this. You keep on touching one part of your beard all the time. Actually, it actually came off. So he had a small patch here,
Okay.
So because Because the hair here is obviously softer than the one up
Okay.
in your head.
Right.
But it gets dry. That's why you need to make sure you wash it all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah. So just brush it properly lah, so you
Okay.
can tame it well.
So third question, I think this is pretty. It's an easy one. How to make it softer?
Yeah.
Condition.
I would say like I use a particular conditioner and a beard like a cream, like a which I bought it online. But if you go online, there's so many tips and tricks where you can do your own beard oil in the house.
From
So,
the
like,
kitchen, whatever you have.
Yeah,
in the
like
kitchen.
one of the best things to use is actually coconut oil.
Okay.
Coconut oil is something that is really healthy. I mean, sometimes I know as we are growing up, we never, because always as kids we are like, oh, it's smelly and all that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But coconut oil is like one of the best things. So there's like tips on how to use coconut oil, like all these essential oils, and mix it, and you can use it in your house.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's easy. Just make sure there's lots of tips and tricks
Alright.
online.
So next question: should I color my beard?
No, never.
Never.
No, don't do that. That's so bad.
I think I turned you into the Hulk for a moment there. But why? Why is it
I
a
don't know lah,
resounding
it's-
no? Is it for appearance purpose, or it's just not good for your beard as well?
Man, I mean, I'm already brown. I don't want to have a blonde beard, and no lah, no lah. I'll never do that
Just a
lah.
straight no for that one.
Yeah. I mean, if you okay lah, fine. If some companies are, for those companies hearing me out there, if you want
Yeah.
me to advertise for you, be in your advertisement, if you want me to like color my beard like red or green, but you pay me like 10,000, 15,000 ringgit, yeah, I will do it, no problem. I got a call from this company and they say
Yeah.
like, oh, we want you to shave your beard for this project,
Oh.
for this TV
Yeah.
program. They asked her how much the pay. The pay was not much lah. So I'm like,
Okay.
I'm sorry lah. It's not that
Alright.
much of because
Right.
it take a lot of effort to grow this lah. So yeah.
So if you actually had to choose between your beard or $1 million, you would go for the $1 million.
I would lah, obviously. Because my beard grows quite fast, so
Oh,
I'm okay.
so
Yeah, no
it's not
problem.
really
Yeah.
a problem. So next question, I think this is more about food, as in when you're eating, do you
Does
always
it get stuck there?
stuck in your beard?
Well, end of the day, like I said earlier,
You can just brush it.
just make sure. Yeah, and I mean, you know what? Having a beard makes you eat slower, and you
yeah.
can enjoy your food better.
Okay,
And I've noticed
that's a
that.
good trick.
Yeah, and you just because if you're constantly eating, because you are so used to eating fast,
Especially men.
Asian and no Asians in general, we eat really fast. So this past two years, I mean like 1 year plus 2 years, I'm
You're
like,
more graceful.
yeah, and you really get to enjoy the food properly, and but yeah, obviously when you go to cinema, sometimes got popcorn gets stuck here, that happens lah, but
So
so
you
make sure
just
just
brush it.
clean it, just clean it, just brush it, yeah.
Do you get a lot of people coming up to you saying that, don't you look better if you're shaved?
Well, to be honest, like from my group of friends, all of them say that I look better with a beard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it
so
works out in your favor, actually.
yeah, it's kind of been really good lah on my end. So yeah,
The next question: is your face itchy all the time if you
Nope.
grow a beard? No.
no, I think
it's
so.
Just that initial
It's only the
stage.
initial stage. Once it grows like this to this level, it's totally fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, no problem at all.
And do people also relate the beard to being a hipster? Because usually hipsters are trying to be different and
Yeah.
going against the conventional ways.
Well, not all hipsters are going against the trend, because some hipsters still shop from Uniqlo and Topshop. So yeah, no lah. I mean, most of my friends always disturb me, but it also helps my comedy as well because I have a lot of jokes related to my beard.
Okay.
Which is a win-win situation, and it's really nice because a lot of things happen to me, like driving. People get scared when they see me when I drive because I have a beard. They're like, oh, who's this guy next to me?
I see.
Like I park my car and walk towards my car. People get scared, but end of the day, it's like, oh, this guy is actually walking this guy as well, So
Right.
stuff like that. But end of the day, yeah, it works on my favor lah. So yeah.
So the final question, this one I actually got it from the internet, which I think is really dumb and funny.
Okay.
It's, do you remember what you look like without a beard?
Actually, now I don't know, but Yeah, looking back at my old photo. Actually, yesterday I saw a video of me without a beard. I'm like, oh my god.
Who is that?
Yeah, it's like so ugly. I look like a typical machan lah, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So there was also an article that I read that said that beards are actually
I knew this was
kinda
coming,
last
right?
year. Really?
Yeah, not really. I would say, yeah. I think so. End of the day, it's if you look at any trend, like now, if you notice, like skinny jeans is back in fashion. Even like like guys are wearing like pants are like up to their ankles. Yeah, ankle is part of the leg, right? Okay,
Yeah,
sorry,
ankles.
it's still early in the morning. And like if you notice this was like really prevalent in the 70s, like how Beatles used to wear the clothes. So I think so a lot of trends circle around every 20 years, every a decade or 2
Right.
decades.
But I
And
don't think that beards are out this year.
I wouldn't say, because if you notice, as a photographer, I've seen so many portrait projects, and there's so many projects based on beards from like the start of time, And I think so. It's like I don't think so. It's like a last year thing or this year thing. Like, end of the day, if you know how to maintain it well, or you just give it like another year, someone will do something crazy, and then everyone will be like
Right.
back to square one and like, oh, okay, let's do this again. So yeah, that would work lah. Yeah.
But in Malaysia particularly, do you think that the amount of people who are growing a beard are still in the minority, especially if you talk about Movember?
Yeah.
Are a lot of people aware about what Movember is and the whole point of it?
Yeah, it is still in the minority group, I would say. And also, the whole Movember movement is actually talking about like men's health, prostate cancer and stuff like that. Because that's the thing, end of the day, like a lot of people, they just want to make a quick buck. So they use Movember as a tool to promote their products, promote their services.
Right.
A lot of magazines do features on Movember. Like a lot of events I went to, and they get all this so-called, personalities, TV personalities, celebrities, or whoever from in the Malaysian circle, and they get all these models to these guys be on the chair, and they shave them, and these guys don't even have a beard, they don't even have facial hair, they don't have proper facial hair. And like I'm like, if you want to do something related to Movember, get proper guys who have like proper beards or whatever, and work together with them, and or even why not work with people who actually have prostate cancer, like approach these guys, ask them to come for your events and let them talk, because it's not just about the hype alone, it's also talking about the cause.
It's true.
So yeah, if they can do that'll be better lah, so yeah.
So you have any final advice for people who are still considering on whether or not they want to grow a beard?
Well, end of the day, I would say if you really want to try growing a beard, or just go for it.
Yeah.
Just give it a shot, and if
they have any questions, they can give you a call.
Yeah, so maybe they can email. So basically, the project on Instagram is called Beards of Malaysia.
Yeah.
At Beards of Malaysia. It's on Facebook. It's also Beards of Malaysia. And if anyone want to be photographed or has a beard that I can photograph, they can email me at beardsofmalaysia@gmail.com.
Okay.
Same thing. Yeah, and if you want to grow it out, just grow it out, and if you don't like it, then you can just shave it off.
That's right.
Yeah,
Simple
so
as that.
it doesn't stay there all the way. So yeah, it's not permanent. So yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Prakash,
No worries,
for
no
sharing
worries.
all these tricks and tips
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
beard. So great